75 pounds from the city of Chicago, Bad Leroy Brown. Their opponent, weighing in at 232 pounds, from Vero Beach, Florida, Terry Taylor. His partner, weighing in at 275 pounds, from New York, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Welcome to 39 Gold in this match for the Universal Tag Team Championship. Hacksaw Duggan and Terry Taylor challenging Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin. And Cleet Dumpster has his introductions out of the way, and it has started and broken down right here in the Sam Houston Coliseum as the great duo of Terry Taylor and Hacksaw Duggan challenging Devastation Incorporated's representatives and the current Universal Tag Team Champions, Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin, and of course, General Skandar Akbar is at ringside. There you see Akbar as he has had a brief strategy session with Irwin and Brown, and it looks like it's going to be Wild Bill Irwin starting out against, we'll have to wait and see, Duggan or Taylor. It's going to be Terry Taylor, apparently, and Wild Bill Irwin. And remember, this match is for the Universal Tag Team Championship. There's Bill Apter there at the bottom of your screen. Moments ago, senior editor of Pro Wrestling Illustrated at ringside. Bill down from New York City covering this tremendous matchup and in preparation for the big Pro Wrestling Illustrated tournament finals that you can see, ladies and gentlemen, right here next week in its entirety, right here on 39 Gold. Terry Taylor reversing Wild Bill Irwin, and Taylor with a perfectly executed hip lock. Irwin backing away and backing into the ropes, and Taylor with the arm twist. Remember, wrestling tickets for the Friday night, December 26th event make great stocking stuffers. I'd like to make that suggestion to you. Great stocking stuffers for the wrestling fan in your family. And a great family night on Friday night, the 26th. A lot of prizes, I understand. A lot of Christmas gifts, in essence, that will be distributed on the 26th, Friday night, the 26th of December. The next live event, as far as pro wrestling is concerned, here in Houston, Texas. High hip lock takeover by Terry Taylor. But Taylor going for the elbow drop, and Irwin moves, and then Taylor retaliates and moves out of the way into a nice arm drag takedown. And Taylor with the arm barred. There's going to be so many great matches that we want to update you on that December 26th event. General Skandar Akbar, I'm sure, doesn't hold Christmas in our country in a great deal of regard. Well, that certainly will not damper our spirits on Friday night, December 26th, when Chavo Guerrero challenges Mike George. That should be an outstanding contest. You'll also see Iceman King Parsons against Jack Victory. Sting is on the card, and newcomer Eli the Eliminator will make his debut. And then listen to this. With lumberjack rules, that means all the wrestlers of the card will surround the ring. It will be Missy Hyatt and Dark Journey one-on-one with lumberjack rules. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, Missy won't have anywhere to run. We're going to find out just what she's made of, no pun intended, on the 26th of December as she goes one-on-one with Dark Journey with lumberjack rules. Hacksaw Duggan with a big grade A ham, and Terry Taylor, and Irwin is in a bad place. It must feel like a pinball with a few flippers, and that flipper put him on his back. Irwin bouncing around from Duggan to Taylor. And that last one from the big hacksaw has got a very mystifying look. The effect had a very mystifying look on the face of Wild Bill Irwin. Taylor moves up and out of the way. Taylor going for the cradle. The referee, the little assistance there. We had a close 2 count. Boy, this crowd buzzing on that move. Remember, this matchup is for the Universal Tag Team Championship. These are the most coveted tag team titles in professional wrestling today. Akbar's very unpopular team of Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin, the current title holders. There's a face only a mother could love. Barrel-chested, 375-pound Bad Leroy Brown. And a tag has been made, and Leroy had something else on his mind. It was not Hacksaw Duggan. Hacksaw Duggan opening up on Bad Leroy Brown. And it's Duggan that's got Brown in the corner. It's not fancy, but it is effective. And Bad Leroy may be wishing he was back on the south side of Chicago after Duggan hammered his knob. Raking the eyes, Bad Leroy Brown slowing down Hacksaw Duggan. Duggan with a reversal. And Leroy Brown with so much impact. It busted the ropes right off the turnbuckle. The turnbuckles came unhooked. Irwin was pulled into the ring like a big fish by Hacksaw Duggan. Where else but the Universal Wrestling Federation do you get action like this? And right here every weekend on 39 Gold, exclusively in Houston. Duggan and Taylor now having their way with the tag team champions as the ring officials are feverishly working away to rectify our situation here and repair what damage has been done by Leroy Brown. Well, I'll tell you, you don't think Hacksaw Duggan did send Brown into that corner with some fury and some strength? General Skandar Akbar's been very quiet here throughout this match. Makes me feel kind of uneasy. And Akbar has called his troops outside the ring to regroup a little bit. And much as I hate to admit it, but to the General's credit, he made a very good move, I think, in strategy in removing his team and slowing it down. As Hacksaw Duggan, with a little encouragement, trying to convince Leroy Brown that the place to be is in the squared circle. And I agree with him. Well, they've got it all secured now. Promoter Paul Bosch down there, making sure the ring, and it takes a beating, especially when you get the amount of poundage and the beef in the ring here at the Sam Houston Coliseum. Another great matchup on Friday night, December 26th, will be Dr. and S. Steve Williams and Terry Gordy. A long time in the making. Gordy won the grudge match, and the UWF has put the icing on the cake because they've determined that the winner of the match will receive a UWF heavyweight title match. The one-man gang and Hacksaw Duggan jousting with both Brown and Irwin. And Duggan ducking the clothesline and nailing Wild Bill Irwin, excuse me. Look at this strength. Brown's 375. What a thud. It's wonder the ring didn't collapse there. Duggan with that knee right to the solar plexus of Bad Leroy. And now Duggan with a lateral press. Duggan pulling those tights up, getting ready to go right back to work. And there's the tag. Duggan has hammered Leroy Brown. Boy, Duggan's a strong man. We don't talk about his strength as often as we should. Normally it's his temperament and his uncontrolled fury that we discuss, but he is an awfully strong athlete, as is Wild Bill Irwin now. And Akbar's team is kicking their offense in gear, taking over on a smaller Terry Taylor. as the UWF Dream Team of Taylor and Duggan. Now, I really think they have the ability and the background to become the tag team champions. This match is for the championship here at the Sam Houston Coliseum. And we're so happy that you're with us. We hope that you'll not only join us each and every Saturday night at 10 o'clock and Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for 2 great hours of wrestling, but also for Power Pro Wrestling right here on 39 Gold every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, as Terry Taylor is a long way from Saturday morning right now. And Taylor, at the very last instant, put that foot over the bottom rope, which broke the count. Irwin went for the kill, but Taylor moved out of the way. And also on the 26th, they'll be wearing jeans and boots, as Leroy Brown now playing games with referee Tommy Gilbert. But on the night after Christmas, as Brown shows his strength, holding Taylor up in that chokehold, a blatant infraction of the rules. They'll be wearing cowboy boots, Western belts, and big belt buckles, Levi's. Some of them wearing hats, I understand. Steel-toed boots. It's the bunkhouse brawl, and the only way to be eliminated in the most physical battle royal of all time is to say, I quit, or to bleed. Those are the only 2 stipulations. Very simplistic rules for a very sadistic confrontation. A mass of humanity wearing jeans and boots, and anything goes, and we mean anything goes, on Friday night, December 26th. The reverse chin lock and the 375 pounds taking its toll on Terry Taylor, as Wild Bill Irwin surveying the action. Senior referee Tommy Gilbert assigned to this championship tag team matchup from the Sam Houston Coliseum. Taylor is fighting back, but Brown takes another shortcut and a rake to the eyes and a headbutt. Brown's head is extremely hard. I don't know if it's as hard as the missing links, but if it's close, it's quite a weapon. As the tag was made moments ago, and in comes Wild Bill Irwin. I'm getting Bads and Wilds mixed up, but that is Bill Irwin. He is bad as well. And he is wild, and those long rider boots are very effective weapons, and Terry Taylor has been busted open. I think that came from the headbutt from Leroy Brown, and Taylor has been really lacerated here, and this could be the deciding factor and the turning point in this matchup. Brown biting away. What an animalistic tactic by Leroy Brown, how repulsive. Brown, one of the biggest, and he can't hear me, one of the ugliest men in pro wrestling, and Hacksaw Duggan doesn't like it as he stomps away at bad Leroy Brown, who seemingly is like in a trance or something. Hacksaw Duggan's got to keep his composure here now. This is for the championship. Don't get disqualified, Hacksaw. And Terry Taylor is fighting back. He may be busted and he may be bloody, but he's fighting. He's not a quitter. That's the Terry Taylor that we know in the UWF. But Brown and Irwin, with that classic tag team strategy, cutting one man out of the herd, so to speak, and working on him and punishing him. And Brown biting away at the laceration of Terry Taylor. And Brown almost cannibalistic in his mannerisms and his technique. And I'm sure General Skandar Akbar, there you see him barely at the bottom of your screen. Akbar seems to be very content and very happy with the way things are progressing for his tag team champions at this point in time in this title contest that you're seeing exclusively right here on your television station, on your wrestling show 39 Gold, and Duggan and Irwin. And the referee being distracted by those two. In the meantime, bad Leroy Brown still working on Terry Taylor. Leroy Brown with an elbow, Duggan and Taylor back on the offensive. And the tag team champions are in dire straits here in Houston. When promoter Paul Bosch signed this match, he knew what he was doing. What a contest. There's action all over the ring. There was a spear. There's a roll-up at Akbar. Akbar got disqualified on purpose. Duggan and Taylor had his team beat. Duggan and Taylor had Irwin and Brown beat. Akbar with that whip, he got disqualified on purpose. And now Akbar, Irwin, and Brown taking over on Terry Taylor. They throw Duggan from the ring. And now Irwin's got that whip. They've been disqualified. You gotta think Akbar got disqualified on purpose. They're gonna whip Taylor, but Duggan's got that whip, and he's got the ham. Duggan and Taylor fighting back. They had this match won. The clothesline by Hacksaw Duggan. The challengers have the champions beat. There's the spear, and there goes Wild Bill Irwin. What a matchup. Akbar got disqualified intentionally because Duggan and Taylor had this one won. What a matchup from Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm arguing the fact right here with General Skandar Akbar that there will be no disqualifications when this pair of so-called champions go in against the challenge of Hacksaw Duggan and Terry Taylor here on Friday, the 26th of December. And that's the way it's going to stand.
Christmas. Before I go any further, I could care less if you all have a lousy holiday.
Well, we don't care what you think, whether it's going. You leave the holidays out of this, and you stick to your wrestling.
And listen good. The disqualification rule has been waived. No DQ. Return match with Captain Hippie and Captain Titi Baba. Well, gentlemen, it's not going to do you any good because you couldn't get it done in the ring, and you can't get it done the day after Christmas. There's not the day that you live that you can beat Wild Bill Irwin and bad Leroy Brown. And let's go to the bunkhouse brawl. Bunkhouse brawl. Bleed or quit. They're going to be dressed just like Bill Irwin. He's ready for it. Everybody.
They might dress like you.
Well, let me tell you something, Paul. Just a minute, Paul Bosch. The bunkhouse brawl. The most dangerous of all events in professional wrestling, the day after Christmas. And I want to add one more thing about this coveted UWF belt. I understand the winner between Gordy and who?
Gordy and you know who.
Oh, I know exactly who. Well, let me tell you, people, you better fight your guts out because you're not getting the UWF title. Because you got to fight the irrepressible one-man gang. Now, let me tell you something else before I go. Wild Bill, you listen and listen good. When that no disqualification rule, is that going to make any difference? Wild Bill, tell him.
Not going to make a bit of difference. Little Terry Taylor and Jim Duggan. Terry Taylor, we busted you open this time. And you got lucky I didn't get to put a little leather on your back. But there's no DQ next time. That means the whip is legal.
That is another whip may be legal. It might be used on you. With me, a Hacksaw Duggan and Terry Taylor, who will get another chance at the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team title on Friday, the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. And these boys are ready to give Skandar Akbar back to Santa Claus.
Let Terry go ahead and get his 2 cents worth then, and then I might have a few things to say myself.
But Jim, I'll tell you, everybody saw what happened. The ring came apart. Yeah, they busted me open. And they come out here and they call themselves the champions. Whenever they get in just a little bit of trouble, Akbar's there in the starting box, ready to jump in and cause that disqualification. Well, there will be no disqualification this time. Akbar, if you come in, you're fair game, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on you, because at the end of that crop, I don't know what you got on it, but when it goes into my throat, it doesn't feel too good. And they're out there using that whip, and Leroy Brown using his head, using his teeth, everything they can. Well, maybe there's going to be 2 bunkhouse brawls, first blood and that other thing. I'm looking forward to that. But this match with my partner, Jim Duggan, a man who stands behind me no matter what. We're coming out of this match the winners, and they're coming out looking like a bloody
The
mess.
bunkhouse brawl is important, no denying that. A lot of money, everybody needs money, everybody's got bills. But I want to talk about Skandar Akbar. Akbar, there's something going on here in Houston wrestling that's not right. There's something going on in the Skandar Akbar camp that's not right. Every time Terry and myself, Dr. Death, or somebody else starts kicking your man's I don't want to get out of the Christmas spirit, but let me tell you something, Akbar. Every time something happens, you stick your nose in it. Not this time, like this man said. I just hope you stick your nose in it, and I'll be an early Christmas present for Hacksaw Duggan. Tough guy.